Hey, welcome. My name is Gavin Weber. This is Guyde Meditation. I'm going to do a in-depth walkthrough, almost a tutorial of how to get the most out of this guided meditation customized to you app. Okay. It's been huge for me. I've had great feedback from other people, but like with anything in life, the more you know about it and how to use it, the better benefits you're going to get. So that's what this video is. I'm going to walk you through Guyde so you can start using it, get the most out of it, and have the transformation that's possible for you using this app. So let's dive into it. Now, when you go to it's Guyde.io, and you get the 7-day free trial, what will happen is you will click on this button. I'm not going to do that because I already have an account. It's going to walk you through a couple of steps. You'll give your email, set up a password, and get your 7-day free trial. And there's also a quick disclaimer that I have you checkbox. I'm going to sign in. Once you sign in, you will be directed to this page called My Playlist. You have two different kinds of meditations that you can really do on here, and you'll see what I mean. I mean, you can have on any subject you can imagine, yet there is one that it's just a single meditation that you can listen to over and over. And then what I'm going to start and recommend that you start with first is go to My Guyde. What's going to happen is this is the simplest thing that is offered on here, but it's also a series, and it's a meditation series that builds on a concept and what the topic you want to talk about, and evolves with you. I can't begin to tell you how cool it is, and you will see for yourself. But you're going to go to this page, and all you're going to do is type in, what's happening for you right now. Describe your current situation, challenge, or what you'd like guidance with. It might be on anything. It could be like something you're wanting to manifest, a goal you're wanting to achieve, a relationship you're having problems with, mental health things that you're needing some guidance with and some support with, or something like that. But I'm just going to focus on and write in this. Okay, I would like to create a business I'm passionate about that helps millions of people and that involves using my gifts and fulfills my business, fulfills my purpose. I have quite a few doubts, but know it's possible and want guidance. The business is a meditation app. Business I'm just launching, and I have some limiting beliefs I'm trying to work through. Like, can I do it? Will people like it? And what are the best ways to get it out there? Please help me through this process of launching an app that will help people and serve them fully. Now, the more detail you give it here, the better. And, I'm giving you one that I would create for myself and have done something like this, but it might be something more of what you're focusing on in your life. Obviously, that's going to be the case. What's going to happen from there is you will choose, do you want a male or female voice? Do you want background music or not? I recommend putting background music because even if there's sometimes you don't want background music, there is going to be a volume button that you can just turn down only the background music, which is really cool and you're about to see. You type out what you would like some help on, your situation, the challenge, guidance with, and then just hit create your meditation. It's going to say this will take 30 to 60 seconds, which it really depends. And all good things come to those who wait. What I've done this quite a bit. And yes, it's usually about 30 to 45 seconds, sometimes longer. And just know that it is going to, work eventually. And here we go. It has created and actually made a title, Manifesting Purposeful Business Success. Meditation 1 of 25. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but as you can see here, you would hit
Find your
play.
comfortable position and close your eyes.
And I had kept it on the female, so it's going to have the female voice. You can turn
Take 3
the
deep
volume
breaths,
up
allowing your
and
body
down.
to settle
I
into
usually
this moment
recommend
of
it around
profound
30%.
potential.
You can change the volume of
As
the
you
voice
breathe
and everything
deeply,
too.
recognize
You
that you're
can
not
also,
just
if you're kind of
relaxing,
curious of
you're
what it's going
preparing
to
to
about, you can
literally
view the
rewire your
script.
brain.
I mean, here, today we're laying the neurological foundation of the business visionary you're
Every
becoming.
thought you think
This is where
creates neural
science meets
pathways.
possibility.
And
I'm
today,
telling
we're
you,
beginning
how
to
this
construct
script's
the
it is
neural
very
networks of
cool.
a
And it's
successful
very
meditation
personalized and
app
custom
creator
to
who
you.
serves
That's this
millions.
whole point, that it's not some generic thing. It's like kind of what you wanted to focus on.
Your
But then
brain
it
doesn't
takes
distinguish
just
imagine and what you
amazing
experience.
information and applies it to
This is the
you.
foundation of
So
our work
I'm
together.
going to go ahead and stop, pause this. Now, you have to then go ahead and listen to enough of it. I'm going to act like I listened to a lot of it.
You're in
And go to
flow,
here.
channeling
Listen
wisdom
all
that
the way
serves
through.
your
It's
audience
powerful.
perfectly.
And what's happening, this is really important. this is taking you through a process from 1 to 25. And I recommend doing it every day. You could even do it twice a day and get through it quicker. But it's a series, and each meditation evolves with the next one and what you have shared. So for example, when I say mark complete, then it's going to ask me what shifted, capture any insights, feeling, or realization from your meditation. Share some insights. It's almost like a journal entry. I really liked some points it made about my limitations and concerns and gave me confidence. Okay. Now you can type as much as you want here, but it's going to like notice what you wrote. It is going to use this in future meditations. This is kind of help guiding it of like things that shifted for you, and that maybe some things like you would want some more support with, but you get to kind of alter it slightly here. Yet it's already got this plan of how it's going to take you through these 25 meditations. And I can't tell you, like, it starts kind of like simple and gets a little bit more advanced and very deep as you go. It's really cool, but you have to go and experience it for yourself. You save that insight and then boom, it saves it here. What's going to happen from there is all you're going to do is when you're ready for that next meditation, you're just going to hit this button, create next meditation, and it's going to just do what it did before. I'll show you. It's just going to create that meditation again. And it's going to take 30 to 60 seconds. And you'll go through that process over and over and over. You can only do 2 series at a time, meaning 2 different topics that you're doing. Just keep that as a note, because I don't want people creating all these different things. The whole goal is to kind of see this topic that's important to you through, have that transformation over at least 21 days. And so it's going to keep track for you, like how many have you done? It's going to kind of like support you in continuing to go. And you're going to be like, what's the next meditation? This is the part that really helps it stick. This is the part that you get to like kind of start seeing your growth and documenting it and seeing the proof of it and raising your vibration and having a higher energy. So this just created, and it's going to
Welcome
boom.
back to your
And you can put your
transformational
name
journey.
if you want to say, hey, my name is, and it'll start using your name in there. It's very, very cool. You would hit mark complete again. And again, that process just continues. So that is the power of my guide. It's designed to be very simple, to get you going on something and to get you staying on that topic and evolving and transforming and growing so that you can see a difference. This app is all about rewiring your mind, is about, changing your subconscious, about helping you really overcome what's ever stopped you and help you get there. And once you start experiencing it for yourself, you're going to see. Now, let's just say you're like, I don't want a series. Like, I would like to manifest my dream job. Okay. You can do this in 2 different places, but I would recommend you go to my dashboard. Okay. You can watch this video, which is kind of like what I'm showing you right now. So you probably wouldn't do that, but here's just a description of the 5 steps. And then also when you start creating one, it gives you the 5 steps too. I'll show you that in a second. This is like, if you ever want to go to the journal, I'll end with that and you'll get to see that. But we are going to just create a new meditation project. Now, what's going to happen here? You get to pick so much more. This is a way more customized meditation to really dial in like what you want. So I'm going to say, manifest my dream job. Okay. And then let's just make the topic like dream job. And I really want to be inspired. So I really want to be inspired when I go to work and have a culture that everyone loves being there and working toward a common purpose. I would like a startup, likely in AI, with amazing people, upward mobility, stock options, and a fast-paced, positive environment where everyone loves the mission. Now, you need to write your goal. The more specific, the more clear you are, the more feelings you share, like what you really want. This is your chance. And if you don't want to type it down, you could just kind of stream of consciousness, hit record goal, and is going to like transcribe it for you, which is really cool. And then, again, you need to play around with this, but you will notice the more details you give it, the better it'll be. Even if you keep it simple of like, hey, I just want, my dream job, then it'll do that too. but the more specific you are, the better. You can do, it's just available to everybody, enhance my prompt with AI. It'll kind of take your prompt and make it better. I mean, this is kind of your goal, is kind of a little bit of the prompt, but the system knows how to make it better. You do not have to hit this. It just kind of makes some things more clear and more specific, but it's just an extra insight. Now, you get to choose the length here. How long do you want this to be? Do you want it to be short? You might want to be, crisp in 5 to 6 minutes. I wouldn't recommend less than that. And then, or you might say, gosh, I'd really like a long one. Let's just make this 14 minutes in this case. Then what you're going to do is hit generate script. Okay. Now, a couple of these things, I'm changing this every day. Like, you have access. You don't have to worry about the premium over the pro version. I need to fix that, quite frankly, but probably already have by now when you see this. So just waiting for this, but kind of gives you the rundown again. It's estimating around 45 seconds. I don't think it'll take that long. You can again see, here's the steps. This page is always going to say create and then generate the script. We're doing now. You'll get to choose the voice here in a second, add the music, mix, and finalize. We are on step number 2. It is basically creating the script, just like it says. So what's going to happen next is we're going to go down to voice as soon as the script is done. And you get to either choose an AI text-to-speech voice, or you can take what we're going to create up here, the script that you'll have access to, and you can record using your own voice here. I'm not going to go there right now because I don't want to mess up the generate the script, but you can just record your own voice with the transcribe button again, and then the system will use that. I think it's really powerful to use your own voice. It's like, your higher self talking to yourself. So I recommend checking that out and seeing what that is. Okay. That created the script, and you can, if you want, if there's things you want to add to the script, you can just go in here. And so I need to change that. It's available for everyone. Again, I used to have levels, and I made everything available for all of it. So this is welcome to this meditation for manifesting your dream job, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read it for you. You can kind of see that, but you can type in here and make any changes you want. Okay. And then also, this is the SSML version. This is like with all the pauses that, when it reads it, and when you choose an AI voice, this is how it's going to kind of read it. So now let's go down to the voices. I'm going to choose one. And in here, there are, I believe, 8 female choices, and there are 8 male voices. Okay. So, actually, it's a lot more than that. It's very cool. Okay. So I've worked so many different things on this. Now, I'm just going to choose, let's just say Jenny, female, clear and friendly. Okay. Now, if you want, and let me go back there, you can list a preview.
Hello, this is a preview of the Jenny, female, clear and friendly, voice. This is how your meditation will sound.
Okay, so you can go through the voices, pick the voice that you like the most, and then you're going to click Generate AI Voice. What it's now doing is taking that script and using the voice you chose that you'll be reading it back to you. Step 4 is kind of like what we just did, but you get to choose the background music. And just like you're thinking on here, you can see how quickly that did that. So you can kind of listen to just the voice.
Welcome to this meditation for manifesting your dream job.
Okay, so I'm not going to play that whole thing for you. You get to test this on your own. But now we're going to go up here and let's say, what's brain power sound like? That's what it sounds like, okay? And let's just choose that. You do have to hit, pause again for it to stop playing, but I've chosen that. Now you can see it's got the voice recording available, the Jenny choice, the background music choice. You can go back up and change any one you want, and it would change it down here. Now you can kind of preview it. So
welcome to this meditation for manifesting your dream job.
Hear what it's going to sound like with the voice volume and the music. And you can kind of change
Find a comfortable
what it would
position,
record at
either
stuff.
sitting
But you still
or
get to
lying
change
down.
the volume later, so that's not
Gently
that important.
close your
Don't worry about
eyes
that.
and allow your body to settle
If you would
into
like it
this
to
moment.
record at a higher, or slower or faster pace, you can.
Take a deep breath in through your
Again,
nose
when you play it
and
back, you're
exhale
going to be
slowly
able to
through
make
your
those
mouth.
changes too. So I wouldn't do that here because that does kind of make it, more.
Breathe in
That's
deeply,
the way it's going to be.
feeling your
You won't be
lungs
able to adjust it as
expand
much
and
later.
release any
Okay?
tension.
So let me hit pause there. I'm going to create the final mix. Again, it's going to take now the background music, the voice, and make it into one. Now, each one of these things, the first time you do this, yes, it's probably going to take you 3 to 5 minutes, if not longer, which is no time whatsoever. I used to try to create these all the time, and it was brutal, where how much work I had to do for each one of these steps. And that's what I want, is the simplicity. In the future, once you know how this works, the third, fourth time you do it, I bet you can rattle this out in 2 to 3 minutes, which is amazing, especially to create like an 18 to 20-minute meditation or whatever. So I'll get back on that, because there is a time limit on how much you can do per month, because I want people actually using this and just not constantly creating meditations. But now it's created it. I can kind
Welcome
of
to
play
this
it here,
meditation for
and it's got the
manifesting your
background, it's
dream
got the
job.
voice. And then what I would recommend is you go to my playlist page. Here's the My Guy meditation. So like it's going to keep track of your, this is the playlist, your meditation so far. Again, you have 2 series you can do, and I've done one and the second and the other, but I don't use this page as much. This is more for demo. And then here's the Manifest My Dream Job one. And I put this little 0 for 8. Like, I really recommend you listen to this at least 8 times. If you do, it is going to instill it. It's going to rewire your brain. It is going to like really help rewire and improve your subconscious, which is the point. That's where the transformation comes in. You can listen to it as many times as you want, but I'm kind of setting a goal for that. It's right at 14 minutes, and I'm going to click on it, and then you've got the player. Again, you can increase the volume, you can increase the voice, and move that whatever you want. You can do the speed here and play it whatever you want. You hit play, and each time you play it, it's going to count the times you have listened and keep track. This is pretty good, getting to 5, and this is like where you really want to get to, is 8 times. And so I want to reward you for that. Now, you can come back to this page, and here's where all your created individual meditations will be. Here's your My Guide, which are those series again. And then you have a library. Right now, I just have 13 custom-made meditations ready to go for you. Maybe when you're watching this, I could have way more. I want to have quite a few in here, because you might just say, hey, I want to create a meditation somebody else has done, or listen to it. And there's all kinds of different stuff, and it might, give you ideas for meditations that you can make on your own too. All these were made on this app this way. And let's just say you listen to this one. You will have, let's go here. You listen to it. Okay. I'm going to hit close player. And then I'm going to be able to share my reflections. This is like a journal based on this. And let's just say I am just testing this out. If you want, you can record it and it'll transcribe it. But this seems very cool. Let's see how the journal works. Okay. Now, you will save that. And it's going to take you then, anytime you save that, it's going to take you to this journal page. You can just free write journal on a daily basis. And that's what this is. And it's going to save that down. This is what I just saved earlier. I'm just testing this out, but it seems very cool. Okay. All your recent entries and your daily gratitude, 3 things you're gratitude for every day, which is extremely powerful. Whole nother video. And then the meditation reflection, like I completed that today. It'll let you know if you completed that today. But here's where it gets really cool. You can then get insights. You could just say, hey, I want to know, like for the past week, for my meditation, the journal entries I shared, give me insights. What am I thinking? It's going to give you a breakdown. It's so cool. I'm not going to take the time to do that. You could have it be with all of these things, and it'll give you the insights for that, or you can just choose a week or for the past 3 months, or however you want it to be. And then you can export your journal too, like the entries and stuff, and have it on a PDF if you would like to, kind of read it, and timestamps and word counts. It's just really cool. Now, here's something else that's very cool, is that once you generate insights, let's just try this real quick. Okay, generate insights. What will happen when you generate insights? Like, I didn't type that much, okay? But hello, dear friend, thank you for this brave step into mindfulness and self-reflection. It's going to kind of go through some stuff with you. But what it'll do too, with those insights and like what it's kind of sharing with you based on what you've shared with it, you can just hit this button and say, create a meditation prompt from this insight. And like, look what it's going to do. Create a guided meditation, help me embrace new beginnings with curiosity and self-compassion, focusing on release. Like, it's going to kind of know you based on what you've journaled and then give you an idea to create a meditation. And then boom, you can create a meditation from this. What this is going to do, it's going to take this and automatically, I mean, I can just hit copy and then go to my guide. And then for like a series, I could just paste that in and boom, I can start a new series on my guide. I'm not going to do that, but that's what you can do. So you can create individual meditations and listen to as much as you want. You can listen to a series of meditations that you're creating on a single topic that evolves with you based on your journal entries. And then you can have all that's going to be in the library that you can go back and listen to whenever you want. You have a library, which is going to be growing, of guided meditations already created for you. And there is nothing to upgrade. I need to change that too. But very cool. I hope you go and try this out. I hope if you're already a member that you're loving it. I would love to hear feedback. If there's anything that didn't work for you, if there's anything that you think would make it even better, let me know. I want to make this as transformational as possible. I'm committed to all of you. I want this to be very helpful to your life and what you know is possible for you. Thanks for watching this whole video, and I look forward to seeing you inside the app. Much love.